Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. My name is Tawfiq Omar Uthman, math teacher. In this video, I will try to explain Chapter 2, Lesson 4, Infinity Limits. Before we start our lesson, please subscribe the page to get every new videos. Infinity limits. When x approaches to c, then fx increasing or decreasing without bounded. That means when x approaches to any number like c, then f of x approaches to the positive infinity, increasing without bounded. Or when x approaches to c, f of x approaches to minus infinity, decreasing without bounded. Look at the graph of the function f of x equal 1 over x minus 2. You can see when we approach to 2 from right, the function goes to the positive infinity, That means limit when x approaches to 2 from right, f of x is equal positive infinity, increasing without bounded. And when we approach to 2 from left, the function goes to the negative infinity, decreasing without bounded. That means limit when x approaches to the 2 from left for f of x is minus infinity, decreasing without bounded. Example number 1. A. Use the graphs below to find the limit of a function f of x equal 1 over x minus 1 as x approached 1 from the right and from the left. Limit when x approaches to the 1 from right, 1 over x minus 1. Here you can see when we approach to 1 from right, f of x goes to the positive infinity, That means is equal positive infinity, or increasing without bounded. And when we approach to the 1 from the left, you can see the function goes to the negative infinity. That means limit when x approaches to 1 from left is minus infinity. Limit is not exist. Be careful. Example number 1, B. Use the graphs below to find the limits of a function f of x equal minus 1 over x minus 1 as x approaches to 1 from the right and the left. Here you can see when we approach to the 1 from right, the function goes to negative infinity. That means it equals negative infinity. That if the equation or the example gives the graph for the function, if only gives the equation of the function, how we know that goes to the positive infinity or negative infinity? We have two ways to know that. One of them, we can say this positive time this negative time this positive, it is negative infinity. Or we can take, because we are approaching to 1 from right, that means we take a number bigger than 1, let be 2, and replace it in the function. Minus 1, 2 minus 1 is 1, minus 1 over 1 is minus 1. Because it is negative, that goes to the minus infinity. That when function is not defined at 1. And now, as you can see, minus time minus is positive, time positive is positive. That means it is a positive. That means increasing without bounded. Or at the graph you can see when we approach to 1 from left, you can see that the function goes to the positive infinity. That means the limit is positive infinity. Limit is not exist. Example 1c, use the graph below to find the limits of a function f of x equal 1 over x minus 1 square as x approach to 1 from the right and from the left. Here is the graph of the function. As you know, when we approach to the 1 from right, the function f of x goes to the positive infinity. That means it is positive infinity. But if only the function is given, how we know it is positive infinity? As we said before, you can take a number bigger than 1 and replace it in the function. Let be 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 square is 1. 1 over 1 is 1. It is positive. That means it is a positive infinity. And when we approach to the 1 from the left for the 1 over x minus 1 square, as you can see, the function goes to the positive infinity. That means in the both side goes to the positive infinity. Here, because we are approaching to the 1 from the left, take a number smaller than 1 and replace it in the function. Let be 0. Then 1 over 0 minus 1 square is equal 1 over 1, which equal 1. It is bigger than 0. That means it is positive. Therefore, the limit will be positive infinity. Here we can say that limit when x approach to 1 for 1 over x minus 1 square is positive infinity. But be careful, limit is not exist, but the limit increasing without bound. Example 1d, use the graphs below to find the limit of a function f of x equal minus 1 over x minus 1 square as x approach 1 from the right and from the left. Here you can see that when x approach to the 1 from right, then the function goes to the negative infinity. Negative infinity. That means the limit is negative infinity and decreasing without bounded. You can take a number bigger than 1, let be 2, and replace it here. Minus 1 over 2 minus 1 square is equal minus 1 over 1, which equal minus 1. It is less than 0, therefore the limit is negative infinity. And if we approach to the 1 from the left, you can see that the function goes to the negative infinity of, or you can take a number less than 1, let be 0, then 1 minus 1 over 0 minus 1 square is equal minus 1. It's less than 0. That means it goes to the negative infinity. We can say the limit is negative infinity, but still limit not exist. Let us check it out. 1a. Find the limits of a function f of x is equal 1 over x plus 1 square. As x approach to minus 1 from the right and from the left. You can see that the 1 over x plus 1 square is bigger than 0 because any number square is positive. 1 positive over positive is a positive number. That means it is bigger than 0. Therefore, limit for the both sides goes to the positive infinity. As you can see in the graph of the function. Here, as you know that absolute value is a positive number over positive number every time is positive number. That means the limit for the both sides is positive number. As you can see here, the graph of the function. But be careful, still limit not exist. Example number 2. Find the limits of a function f of x equal minus 1 over x plus 3 as x approach minus 3 from the right and the left. First of all, take a number bigger than minus 3. Let x be minus 2 and replace minus 2 in the function. Then f of minus 2 is equal minus 1 over minus 2 plus 3, which equal minus 1. It's less than 0, then it is negative. Then the limit when x approach to minus 3 from the right to the minus 1 over x plus 3 is minus infinity, because here is minus, then it is be a minus infinity. And to take another number less than minus 3 and replace it here, let x be minus 4. F of minus 4 is minus 1 over minus 4 plus 3, which equal 1, because or since the f of minus 4 is positive, then the limit from the left is positive. But limit when x approach to 3 for minus 1 over x plus 3 is not exist. Example number 3. Find the limit of a function f of x equal to 1 over 2x minus 1 as x approach to 1 over 2 from right and from the left. Take a number bigger than 1 over 2. Let be 1. F of 1 is 1 over 2 times 1 minus 1, which equal 1. It's bigger than 0. Therefore, f of 1 is positive and the limit from the right is positive. Take another number less than 1 over 2. Let be 0. Then f of 0 is 1 over 2 times 0 minus 1. Then it is minus 1. Then the limit from the left is negative. And the limit for 1 over 2x minus 1 when x approach to half is not exist. Here we came to the end of the video. Please share it with your friends so that everyone gets benefit. Please write your comment and subscribe to the page to encourage us, and also press the like button and ring the bell. Thank you for watching and good Bye.